Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I'm going to be telling you what I'm planning to read for this upcoming round of the Diverseathon. And this round starts on the 22nd, I believe, of January, and whether I'm wrong about that or not, the dates will be down below. So last round of Diverseathon, which was its first round ever, was actually one of my favorite readathon experiences I've ever had, and I've done like 30 readathons by now, which is ridiculous, because I seriously picked such good books, because not only were they some of my best reads of the year, but they also fit the Twitter discussions that we were having during the readathon perfectly. Like, it was amazing. So I'm going to try to emulate that kind of that same pattern from here on out, with making sure at least 2 of the books are own voices and that one is a like really diverse sci-fi or fantasy or something. And actually I'm planning on trying to read only own voices books for this readathon this time, just because I've never personally run into any like bad examples um, of non-owned voices, but I keep hearing about more and more like really bad examples of like non-owned voices all the time. Like once a month I'll hear about some book or some example of something that an author not of the marginalized group they're writing about did that completely misrepresented it. Most recently, I saw a tweet making fun of the way that straight authors write the first time that a guy kisses a guy, and every sentence of it described, like, compared kissing a girl to kissing a guy and all this stuff, like, instead of soft curves he found angles. And I'm just like, dude, really? Like, no, take it from me, kissing a man is exactly the same as kissing a woman, okay? Like, and all the comments, like all the replies to that tweet were stuff like, oh my gosh, I see this all the time, it's so annoying, every time I read supernatural fanfiction, like everyone writes like this, and I'm just like, wow, dude, like I'm so glad I've never run into that, because that's so shitty. And that does not by any means mean that every straight author writes gay people that way, but it just means that when you pick up an own voices book from an author who's writing about the same marginalized group that they themselves are from, you are not running the risk of reading something like that. So if you guys saw my video about culturally diverse high fantasy and sci-fi, you will probably have realized that I didn't have any own voices examples. That actually bothered me so much that I almost didn't post the video, because even though part of what one point that I was trying to make was the fact that white authors can include people of color in their like books that take place in other worlds and whatnot, and that just because an author is white shouldn't be the only excuse that someone gives for like, oh, that's okay that that book doesn't have any people of color, the author's white. Like, no. So even though like that was kind of the point that I was trying to make, that white authors can include people of color in their fantasy books, I still felt really crappy not having even one own voices example in that video. Like, so I'm hoping to remedy that very, very soon. So the first book that I plan to get to during the Diverseathon this time is Midnight Robber by Nalo Hopkinson, and this takes place on a planet colonized by the same country that the author is from, so its own voices. Then I plan to read the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, because I think this is actually diverse all over the place, and so I'm definitely really excited to read this. And finally, not a fantasy or sci-fi book, but another book that I've been really excited to get to, and that is Something in Between by Melissa De La Cruz. So I don't know what else I plan to get to yet, because obviously that's only 3 books, and probably I'm going to end up reading 4. So I'll probably start reading Homegoing because I've definitely been wanting to read that and I didn't get to it last time. And then I don't know what I'm going to pick as my audiobook. And I'm guessing I might pick like another Octavia Butler book as to listen to, like I did last time, and make that some kind of weird Diverseathon tradition or something. But anyway, that's kind of my TBR as it stands. Let me know what you are reading for the Diverseathon if you're participating and what your favorite diverse book is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!